sort of worst questions done on the circles work last week and just give you guys a few pointers on how we could improve. The first one says, work out the circumference of a circle whose diameter is equal to 9.3 centimeters. Give your answer to 2 decimal places. So if I just, I would always get in the habit of just drawing a circle. Okay, so just a little sketch there. Okay, now its diameter is equal to 9.3. So we know that diameter is the distance right across the circle from one part of the circumference to the other going through the center. So that is equal to 9.3. And I'm just going to write here, diameter equals 9.3. So the radius, and I'd always get into the habit of writing both down, okay? The radius is 9.3 divided by 2, which gives me 4.65 centimeters. Okay, so I've written out my key information. I've got a little diagram here. I'm just going to double check, work out the circumference of a circle. Who's that? Okay, so circumference equals pi times diameter, or circumference equals 2 pi r. You can use either of those, whichever you're most familiar with. Generally, just out of habit, I use this one, but either's absolutely fine. We use this one because it's 2 lots of the radius, okay? But I've already worked out both here. So circumference equals pi multiplied by the diameter by 9.3. And I would encourage you to use the pi button on your calculator. So I'm not sure how well you can see the screen, but circumference is equal to pi times the diameter, which was 9.3. That gives me, and press the SD button to bring it up as a decimal, 29.2168. Now it wants it to 2 decimal places, so be really careful with my rounding. That's going to be 29.22 centimeters. Don't forget your units there. Okay, so careful with your rounding here as well. Okay, that was the second sort of worst question done. Final one. Okay, this one, it was a trickier question, this one. Okay, it says, what's the area of a circle with a circumference of 31.2? Okay, so I'm going to once again, okay, sketch it. Now this time we know the circumference is equal to 31 point, that should be 0.2 centimeters. Okay, now I want to find the area. That's what the question tells me to find. And we know our area formula is pi r squared, but I do not know r. Okay, so that's what I'm going to need to find. Now the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to use my circumference formula. Use the circumference formula. That will allow me to find the diameter. From there, I can find the radius and substitute it in. So let's see how that all kind of pans out. So I know that the circumference is 31.2. Okay, so 31.2 centimeters, that's the circumference, is equal to pi times by the diameter. Well, if I divide by pi, 31.2 divided by pi, that will give me the diameter. So on my calculator, 31.2 divided by pi, that is equal to, so the diameter is 9.93126. Notice I'm going for quite a few decimal places, always round at the end, okay? So my radius is equal to 9.93126 divided by 2, which gives me 4.9656. Okay, I'm going to keep working down the page, so just going to draw myself a little line there. So I now know the radius, I can find the area. Okay, so we know the area is equal to pi r squared. This is pi times the radius, which is this thing here, So it's times 4.9656 squared. And again, just use my calculator. Pi times the squared. That gives me a final answer of 77.463, which doesn't specify how many decimal places to go for. I'll go one decimal place here, 77.5 centimeters squared. Okay, so I hope that's helped.